I'm trying to be a bit more on the ball today and get this video uploaded early. This is the last story that I'll be uploading this week, although I will be uploading more over the weekend. It's one of the first stories I came up with. It's quite short and it just came from someone writing on Facebook, finish this sentence, once upon a time, and all of a sudden the whole story was just there in its entirety, so I quickly wrote it down. I do hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed what I've done this week. If you have, please like, share, subscribe. I know there's not much on the channel at the moment. I will be working on that a bit over the weekend, hopefully. Going forward, last night it was announced that it looks like there is 3 more weeks of lockdown, so I'll definitely be doing this for the next few weeks at least. Beyond that, we'll see what time's like, but I would like to keep it going. I hope you want me to keep it going as well. That's it for now, really. Of course, later on the day, it's Friday, I will be taking part in Dress Up Friday. If you don't know what that is, I'll put Facebook links in the description of this video. If you want to join in, feel free. We'd do it every week just to make things a bit more fun during the lockdown. So yeah, that's it for now, really. I haven't said the title of the story. It's mentioned at the end, but hope you enjoy it and stay safe. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Once upon a time, the wind whistled through the trees. The trees were so entranced and enchanted by this noise that it took them deep within their branches. That night, something strange and magical happened with the trees. Thin branches grew into slender skeletal forms. Leaves surrounded these new forms, some long and broad, some short and round. And bright black berries blinked like eyes. When the sun rose in the morning, these new forms, this new life, leapt from the trees into the sky, taking the music of the wind with them. And that is how the first birds came into the world. Now the wind was outraged by this. How dare the trees take its music? How dare they use that music to make new life? And so the wind pounded on the ground, sending up great dust clouds. From this dust made life of its own. It formed hard, black dots. And to this blackness gave them wings of wind. Then it sent them against the birds, hammering into them, breaking the feathers of leaves. And that is how the first insects came into the world. Hurt and frightened, the birds returned back to the trees to hide. Again, that night, something strange happened within the trees. Again, branches grew through the birds, and sharp points grew. The next morning the birds again flew into the sky, taking the music of the wind with them. Again, the wind sent its insects to batter the birds from the skies. This time, using their new beaks, the birds simply plucked the insects from the air and ate them. The wind's rage knew no bounds at this, and it hammered against the trees, sent its insects against the trees to burrow deep into the bark. The trees cried out to the birds for help. The birds came, and using their beaks, pecked into the bark, removed the insects. Incensed beyond anger at this, the wind threw its full might against the trees, trying to break, blow them down, root them from the ground. The birds, terrified at this, hid deep within the branches of the trees where the wind could not reach them. And as much as it tried, as much as the branches whipped through the sky, they did not break, they did not give. The trees' roots held deep within the earth, until the wind was exhausted, defeated, broken. It limped away, its cloud of sad insects following in its wake. And that is why birds will always return to the trees to roost and hide there for safety from the wind. For it has never forgiven the trees from stealing its song, giving it to the birds. And that is how the sky became full.